Hi everyone, this is Edward of Child with Books of Child, and we're reading The 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People by David Niven Ph.D. And today we're reading chapter 51. You will give up faster if you're not in control. Essentially, the first little piece says, those who feel they are not responsible for choosing the goals and pursuing them tend to believe that the results are arbitrary. Now these individuals act like life's a lottery. They don't care, they don't put in the work, and they don't have a dedicated dream or goal, which basically means they achieve nothing, or very little. Very little achieved in terms of what they actually want out of life, or very likely want out of life, because all people want stuff. We all want to achieve something, or have something, or attain something. When you are in control, what you do matters, and giving up will not seem very attractive. Now, the story they have is about a jazz musician who fell into an alcoholic stint, lost everything, but the most important was he lost his instrument, he lost his guitar, and he could have lost everything else, his home, his friends, his career, but when he lost his guitar, he lost everything to him. Eventually they finally managed to, get him off the streets and help him out in life, and they found out he just needs a guitar. He needs to get the guitar that was his instrument, that was his way of achieving what he wanted out of life. And the second, he says, when he got the guitar back, he felt back in control, and he could go from there, he could work himself back, because that was just his way. The case study by Mendoza in 1999 states that research comparing students of similar ability finds that the distinguishing feature between those who maintain a strong work ethic in their studies and those who give up is a sense of control. Those who express a sense of control receive scores that are a full letter grade higher than those who do not. I remember I had one particular professor who was very unpleasant, but he wasn't unpleasant in terms of his tone or his manner. It was more, he had a very, I want to say, arrogant way about him, and very condescending in a sense. But he gave one very, very good piece of advice. It's not as applicable to this, but you'll see where I'm going. The advice was, because you needed to have a 40% grade to study, to take the exam, and if you got 60% for your exam, you'd pass the subject. So basically, if you really manage to get it done and improve your performance, you could still pass the subject despite going into the exam with a failing grade. But he made an excellent point about it, because people were failing his subject at very high numbers. It was a very difficult subject, and he said, you might as well give up if you've got 40%, because what makes you think you're going to go from 40% to 60% so suddenly? And since he said that, it changed my way of studying, because you need between, what was it, I can't recall it fully, but basically you need to have 40% for both your semester work and your exam. If either of them are below 40%, you fail. But that means if your semester work was 60% or above, your exam only needed to be the 40. You only needed to get in by the skin of your teeth, and because you put in the work during the semester, the exam would be easy. So he made me realize, if you put in the work gradually, not only are you going to put yourself in a better position by the end of it, but the task that lies at the end of the road is going to even be easier. So it's a double win, and it really helped me out. It changed my whole study philosophy. It was a very unpleasant proverb he gave us basically by saying that, but it really opened my eyes. And I say that's more like this, because if you don't have the control, you don't put in the effort and walk it out, get it done systematically, what makes you think at the very end of it, when you realize, oh no, back against the wall, I want to get something done, but I've ran out of time, what makes you think you're going to go from 0 to 100 that fast? You gotta be real about it. You gotta put in the work. You gotta build that up. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a lottery, as this thing says. It's not gonna be a lottery. You're gonna have to put in the work, so that when the time comes and your biggest challenge is ahead of you, you can take it on like it's a complete joke, because you put in the work You're ready for it. So that's what I would say. Control is massively important. It is so detrimental to performance to have a world out of your control. Because you can't schedule, you can't plan, you can't get important things done. You're living moment to moment, just desperately trying to keep whatever you've got going for yourself just alive in a sense, because everything just keeps trying to fall apart. So yeah, you gotta have control of as many things as you can, and the things you can't control, try to isolate their impact. Try to manage them so they don't destroy everything in their path, so you can actually get things done in life. Because there's always going to be things out of your control, but you have to try to minimize and isolate the impact so you can actually focus on your life and get something done. But yeah, this has been the 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People with David Niven Ph.D. We just read chapter 51. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have an even better day after hearing this. I'll see you in the next little chapter of this wonderful little book. So thank you very much and have a very good day. This has been Editor of Child with Books of Child. Bye bye.